Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more James and Mike Mondays, and it's going to be Clayfighter for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh boy, I don't think I've ever heard of Clayfighter for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It's actually pretty cool because I'm actually going through a lot of James and Mike episodes, well, James and Mike Mondays episodes, that games I've actually never heard of before. So this is pretty cool to see all these games I've never heard about. You know, you can't know every single game that's ever existed. So it's fascinating to see all these wonderful games that I never got a chance to play or ever heard of. Yeah, Clayfighter. Let's see what this game's about. It's obviously gonna be two clays fighting. Let's go.
This is a game I remember renting as a kid. This is Clayfighter on Super Nintendo. One of the cool things about this when it came out was the clay animation style of it. And also this is when this game came out, this was around when all the fighting games were becoming popular, like Mortal Kombat. And Mortal Kombat was one of the more violent games with blood and everything. Yeah. So I think by using clay characters, that was kind of their excuse to do violent things like
it's a pretty smart move.
Like that,
right? You know, get squished by clay. Yeah.
I always love the blob character, just turns into all kinds of different things. And he is red, like the classic blob. Also,
I've never been good at doing combo moves.
In hindsight, the Street Fighter games are easier for me because I didn't like all that half circle stuff back then, but now I do because I remember it. And Street Fighter set the example for the controls, and every other
Street Fighter was incredible.
Right. But Mortal Kombat, when you go back and play that, you have to remember.
Mortal Kombat is amazing.
Right. It's like, oh, is it forward, down, up, or
they're all amazing.
You know, there's the back forward, there's the down forward. You try all
up
the
thrust, down thrust.
You basically try Hadoukens and Sonic Booms to see what happens.
From the Zelda episode from Angry Video Game Nerd.
Ichabod Clay.
When Link grows up as an adult.
Which is this my guy, reminds me of, I guess it's Toe Jam from Toe Jam and Earl.
Looks like a Twizzler.
It does, doesn't it?
This game was really
it's like a spaghetti or whatever it is.
It was the only fighting game where the characters are
spaghetti
clay,
pesto.
and, you know, it has this sense of humor. But I think this is one of few fighting games that wasn't in the arcades. This was actually one that came out on Super Nintendo. It might have even been exclusive to Super Nintendo. You might want to check that.
No, I think there was a port to Genesis.
Oh, was there? Okay.
But I think this came out first, though, and then it got ported to Genesis. I'm pretty sure.
It didn't come out at the same time on both?
I think it came out on Super Nintendo, and then like a little bit later they took the game and put it onto Genesis. Big hunk of burning clay. Oh, somebody should have been the Elvis guy.
Oh,
a big hunk of clay.
Yeah. A big hunker.
So who am I? I'm tiny.
Yeah, his name.
I was expecting Elvis Presley.
He reminds me of Bobo.
Yeah, a lot of people have been requesting that we play Bobo's Big Adventure.
Bobo's Big Adventure.
I've played it before. Yeah. How could we play it on here? Is the question.
We probably have to play it on my PC. I got to use this Elvis guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this weird.
Let's go to
clown dude.
Let's go to this happy place. Of course, it's like the cliched version of Elvis, like he's fat with like I'm a big Elvis fan, and everybody remembers like the fat Elvis. You know, Elvis was like fat for like 2 years or whatever. All anybody remembers is this. You know, like the big fat ass.
Yeah, the big Elvis. Well.
And how about that hair?
And
the hair, I don't even know what to say about the hair. It looks like a comb.
Same bit with like Michael Jackson. Everyone just remembers him with his face, you know, now.
Because you know what? It's not Elvis. They call him Blue Suede Goo.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not actually Elvis.
I told you I'd win.
Bonker.
This game is just nuts. I mean, what was that run?
That clown that reminds me of
Do you remember
from The Simpsons or something like that.
No, I don't.
That was like a Disney afternoon type of thing.
Right.
Yeah. And Goof Troop and all that. We should try. Actually, that's another request. We get a lot of Goof Troop.
Goof
Troop. Never heard of it.
Do you have a favorite Goofy cartoon, James?
Yeah, it's the one where they're playing hockey, and then the plane comes down. You know what I'm talking about? When it's like all the editing is going crazy, and like everything's just going fucking nuts, and all of a sudden a plane comes flying and has nothing to do with anything.
I used to like the ones that was like how to skate or how to ski.
Oh, that stuff is great. Actually, I can't remember what the movie was, but there was a recent movie that actually had a goofy cartoon at the beginning. So sometimes they still do that, actually. But you know what it was about?
No.
My favorite topic. It was about connecting wires to the back of your like your entertainment system.
Right before we started recording this, we had this long conversation about how he hooked up all these games. It was a fucking nightmare.
I go through that all the time.
Yeah.
I'll pick this guy.
I see. Bob's Clay.
Duck guy.
Duck. What the hell is that?
Alright, we're talking about Goofy now. Let's talk about Donald Duck. Yeah, people always mention, because I made a Donald Duck video one time, it's like, why did I not include Kingdom Hearts in that? It's because there's like other characters in Kingdom Hearts besides Donald Duck. And when I made my Donald Duck video, it was just supposed to be about games that like star like Donald Duck. So there you go. Anybody that ever like wanted to know that, there you go.
So he needs to be in a starring.
Yeah, you know, because Kingdom Hearts doesn't like star Donald. He's in it.
Yeah, he's in it, but he doesn't really center the attention around him.
Yeah, I mean, the ones I figure out are just back forward or down forward. So it's basically a Sonic Boom or a Hadouken.
Down forward. And then down forward, like what? Like why?
Any of the buttons usually does something.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Or hold down and then hit up, but that's kind of harder to do because...
Is that like a Raiden thing, down up, where you teleport or something?
Oh, yeah, maybe a little like that, but or more like, I guess, like Chun-Li's kick or Guile's Cyclone kick.
Who was your person in Street Fighter? Like, who did you use?
In Street Fighter,
Street Fighter.
Turbo.
There's so many characters I can't choose.
I'll usually be Ryu!
That's funny. I was
gonna say Ryu, then I was gonna say Ryu, then I was gonna say Ryu, but no, it's Ryu!
Ryu.
Oh, Lord.
You gotta get it right.
I don't think we're ever... I think the thing with that is everybody's got a different opinion on that, so nobody can really decide. You know, some people are like, no, it's really Ryu. Or,
yeah, it's Ryu or Ryu.
Well, I have a tape. It's actually probably on the wall behind me somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a VHS tape from the 90s. You know when they used to promote games with VHS tapes?
Yeah.
So they'd send them in the mail, and it was for Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition on Genesis. And there's like this kid in it, and he's talking about the game and everything. He's like in an arcade.
Talking about the pronunciation?
No, he doesn't. Well, he calls the character Rue, and he keeps saying Rue. So I was like, okay, well, it must be Rue then.
Well, if it's just some kid on a tape, like, what does he know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what does a kid know?
Well, someone sent clips to an anime movie of Street Fighter 2, and in there, they edited together all the parts where they say his name.
Oh, yeah?
And it's like, Ryu!
That's like Destroya.
Destroya!
You can't say Destroya, you have to say Destroya!
Destroya!
Oh boy, here we go.
Those lions in the back are so like cartoony too. They have big red nose.
Yeah, come on, they're like clowns.
They're distracting, really.
They really. I just keep looking at them.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. He's like, it's not like they're in the background. The Blob's still my favorite character.
Nothing can stop the Blob.
Welcome to die.
I just watched the whole series, by the way, the X-Men animated series cartoon from the 90s, and he never says that, just so you know. That's only in the game.
Welcome to die.
The reason Magneto says that in the game is just like a bad translation.
Yeah.
I guess, but it's worse.
Maybe he was trying to catch him off guard.
Yeah, it's like on the screen, right? Or
it's like, welcome to die. Like, trying to catch him off guard. Like, it's so sudden.
Because, like, I thought maybe that was a thing from the cartoon or something. Maybe he said that, or I don't know. But he doesn't say it in the cartoon, so...
Okay. He's saying welcome to be killed, basically. Like, it's just...
It's just a bad sentence.
Yeah. At least it's not the Sonic game, you know, where that welcome shit going on there.
From,
Oh, yeah.
He might be my favorite character.
Yeah, he's awesome.
All that fucking welcome hand shit going on.
I hate my guy's color, though. That's probably my least fucking favorite color.
That he's green.
Well,
you call it Sonic 06, people call it?
It reminds me of the screen on the
Sonic for the
CDI,
Xbox
the
360.
Oh, God.
What would happen if we did the buzzsaw at the same time and hit each other in the air?
Let's try it.
Ready, 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, damn.
I guess nothing.
I guess.
So that's Clayfighter. Still a fun game.
Great graphics. I love that it's claymation.
Yeah, it's pretty smart.
Standard fighting game, but it's fun to pick up and play for a bit.
Yeah! Welcome to die, bitch!
Welcome to die. I like this music. So it jumped there, but okay. Okay, so that's the end of the video. That was Clayfighter for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and I gotta say, it looked pretty good. This is a game I would play. It's a little bit more kid-friendly, which is it was a good attempt. If people are concerned about gore and violence, so why not turn it into Clay? Where they just all sort of just there's no blood because it's clay. So it's very smart. That was actually a very pretty cool, smooth, cool idea. I gotta give him props for that. That's very quite intuitive, so to speak. Very creative. That was totally awesome to see James and Mike sit down and talk about all those games and stuff. Like I never understood that why you always said "Welcome to Die." What is up with that? Like, I always thought that it was probably bad translation, of course. But I always thought maybe he did that on purpose. Who knows? He could have done that on purpose. Maybe he was trying to lower his guard, and then suddenly you get an attack. Because when someone says welcome to it, you feel relaxed, don't you? You let your guard down, like, hello, welcome. So maybe he was like, welcome, to let his guard down, and then die, so suddenly he dies, I don't know, I'm just trying to find an explanation why the fuck he says that. But, yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.